Okay, welcome back everybody. This is Cat Weasel and the continuing Shadows of Brimstone playthrough, the Frozen Expedition. I think now we're on episode 4. But before we kick off, as usual, we'll just go through a couple of mistakes. Well, it was only one mistake really. About 8 minutes in to the previous episode, Running Bear did roll a 2. But I was concentrating on getting out of the ruined lift room, so I quickly added his 1 for his extra movement, and then was just messing around trying to see if I could get him out of the room, and missed the fact that a 2 in the Tiger Plateau means you do get a grit. So I've given him his missing grit. He's now on 2 grit out of 3. And the additional thing that happened last episode was we did get up to 1045 experience points. Woohoo! Now what that means is to get to second level, a hero needs 500 experience. So because we've got over 1000, that means both our heroes can actually level up. So before we get on with the actual gameplay, I'll do that now. You are allowed in Shadows of Brimstone to level up during play, just at the start of the turn. So just before we roll Holding Back the Darkness, I'll level up our 2 heroes and then we can carry on with the adventure. But first of all, we'll take the 500 experience points for each one that we've got to pay. Put that back in there. Pick these up. So we now have 45 experience towards the next level. Put that over there. Right. In order to level up, you just need to get to the adventure books. It tells you how to do it in there. The first thing that you do, leveling up, is you actually roll on an upgrade bonus chart, which is 2d6. So we'll do that now for Cade. And he gets a 3. And a 3 is d6 health. There we go. So, do with a good roll here, Cade. Come on. 6! Immense! Well done. So that's Cade is up to now 16 health. Excellent. And once we've done that, we can have a look on the Gunslinger upgrade chart. He's got Shooting, Showmanship, Way of the Gun and Reputation, and he can pick the first one out of any of these lines. You can get up to 8th level as it stands in Shadows of Brimstone. So essentially what that means, you'd get 7 of these. Obviously you don't get one when you start off immediately, so it's just 2 through to 7 that you upgrade. And obviously as you upgrade 1, you can then move on to the next one. So you can split them out how you wish, but as they get better, the further down you go, it's best to concentrate on 2 lines. 1 line that you'll fill totally, and then get 3 in another. So I think with Cade what I'll do is concentrate on the shooting line and the showmanship line. And the first one I'm going to pick is catchphrase. Once per adventure you may say your catchphrase to immediately heal 2d6 wounds or add a d6 damage to one of your hits. I think the 2d6 wounds at level 2 will be very helpful. And shooting, perhaps next time I level up I'll take Cool Hand and then decide which one I'm actually going to take to the end. But I think there's some good ones in each of those. So he's going to take catchphrase. Now I'll just get the adventure up for the Swamps of Death. That's what Running Bear comes out of. Let's just find, yep, the Indian Scout. So very similar, he'll have to do a 2d6 roll on the upgrade bonus. We'll do that now. And he gets a 6. Right, so a 6 is +1 cunning or +1 spirit, +2 health or 2 sanity. Well, I think I shall take spirit. He's got 3 spirit, that'll pop him up to 4. I think he's a more spirited individual than he is a cunning individual. So I'll take the +1 spirit and +2 health, I think. Yeah, +1 spirit, +2 health. For his initial upgrade, I'm going to take tracking and this way. Once per turn, use 1 grit to discard and redraw a map card just drawn. I think that'll help us. Really do need to get into more rooms and get to those clue icons quicker. If you're trying to hold back the darkness, the quicker that we can get rooms and clue icon possibilities, the better. Don't want to be rolling around the dungeon for ages, the mine, so I think that'll help us. Right, we'll take this way. Okay, that's our guys leveled up. As part of that, obviously they get to recover an additional grit as part of the process, so they both get an extra grit. Means Cade has 1 grit and Running Bear has 3 for a maximum of 3. His frozen isopod is currently giving him +1 max grit, so that's why he can have 3 grit. Right, what I'll do now is I'll quickly go back across to the playing area. We'll have a quick look at that and the changes, and then we'll get on with the rest of the episode. So just wait a second. Right, here we are, the player area. And as you can see, made a few changes. Cade still initiative 7, but his health is now up to 16. He's used 3 of his Deadeye shots. He has 1 grit that he got for levelling up. He's got 2 Darkstone, 1 bandages. And along with these quick draw pocket watch pistol and isolation field and his specimen jar, we've got 4 journal pages. We need 1 more to complete the mission. For Running Bear, his spirit is now 4 because of that recent upgrade. His law's at 6, mainly due to the frozen isopod and the ancient tablet, otherwise he'd be at 4. We've still got the wanted poster should we come across any hellbats, and he's got his ancient coin, but he did use that to restore his health in a previous battle, so he won't be able to use that for the rest of the adventure. So basically that's where the guys are all up to. We've still got a revive token, and hopefully what we can do is now get into the next room, get a clue icon and crack on with the finale, and hopefully win one for the Gipper. Let's get back to the board. Here we are, back at the board. Slight change round, just give us a bit more room, and straight in. Let's hold back the darkness. A 3. Good start. Right, so another darkness card. We know where they are. Right, let's see what we get. Another chill of the grave. So undead are now +2 in combat and +2 initiative. Right. Movement. Cave to go. Gets a 5. Let's move this counter on there. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will look through. Let's see what we get. We need a room where our Targa Plateau map deck. T-junction passage. No. But wait a minute. We have, as per our recent levelling up, this tracking this way is the one we picked. Once per turn, use 1 grit to discard and redraw a map card just drawn. Well, we're discarding that. We want a room. So, get rid of that and spend a grit. So I've got 2 grit left. We're going to have another go. A mid-passage. Oh, it's just taking the mickey. 2 in a row. Damn. Oh, just how annoying. Oh, right. Never mind. Let's forget to move the posse marker down one. We still need a 7+ to hold back the darkness anyway. Well, considering there's no exploration token, he's going to scavenge. Because we're scavenge mad in this mission. Doesn't get any 6s, so it doesn't scavenge. And now it's running bear's go. He gets a 2. Which is a grit, so he gets his grit back. And obviously he gets an extra 1 for his ability. That's 1, 2, 3. And he'll scavenge. And he gets 1, 6. So that's 1 scavenge card. Let's dig that out. A useful discovery. So we get 10 XP and scavenge, pulling it from the gnarled hand of a dead body. You find something of value in this forsaken place. Draw a gear card. That's the first gear card we've actually drawn, I think, in the whole of this mission, because we've been getting draw an artifact card if we're in another world, but we've actually got a gear card this time. Just 10 XP there, and let's have a look at the Mammoth gear deck. Which is a real pain to shuffle. Right, just cut it a few times, I think. Again, right. What do we have? Journal pages. Discard to recover 1 grit and gain 50 XP. Well, unfortunately, I don't think these journal pages actually count towards the journal pages that we're finding. These must be other journal pages, so we'll put those with the running bear. There's no weight, so and he's up to full grit already. So what it'll do, as we haven't got any enemies on the tile and we're both on the same tile, it means we can transfer gear. He's going to give that to Cade. And Cade, hopefully next go, will be able to discard that, get another grit and get 50 XP. So, the unfortunate thing is, running bear, he's keeping up what is becoming a long-held tradition of actually pulling out rubbish. But, at least it wasn't anything bad. So, I'll put the scavenge cards back. And get a scavenge token. There we go. That's been scavenged. And that's the end of everybody's turn. So let's see if we can hold back the darkness. We do, with a 9. Good stuff. Cade's go. And he gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to look through. We desperately need another room. So, where's the map deck? So, one. The heart, and it is a room. Excellent. Right, so I'll go and dig that out. If I get the feeling it's going to be right at the bottom. Is this it? Is this it? Yes, this is the fella. So let's go in that way. Get rid of the engineering room. So we've left that tile now. Right, so there we go. Exploration token. And right. What's he going to do now is Cade's actually now going to use the journal pages that we just got off the gear stack. He's discarding it, which means he gets 1 grit. So he's now up to his 2 grit maximum. And we get 50 XP. Put that on the back of the gear deck. And 50 XP, and that's the end of Cade's go. So now it's running bear. And he gets a 2, but another grit, but he's at max grit. He could get another grit and do another move, but he's only going to move 1 anyway. So we're gonna give up on that grit, and he's gonna move here. Hopefully we find a clue icon and all will be good and we can kick off with a finale. So let's do it. Let's do the exploration token. Clue icon, clue icon, clue icon. Yes! Result! Clue icon. Top banana. Job's a good one. Right, let me just check the Frozen Expedition mission. I think we ignore the encounter and the exits. Let's just check. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? When the heroes discover the clue icon with the last journal pages, and it must be because we only need one journal page, they have found the objective room. Ignore any attacks or encounters listed on the final exploration token. Also ignore any door, gate icons on the token. No exits. Excellent. This is it. So we need to shut off all the exits. There we go. So I can get rid of that now. That there. Oh, we've still got to move that up, but we're on 11. So that is still 7+ for holding back the darkness. And right, we've done that. Woo! Put that with the rest of the encounters now. So now we just have to reveal the growing dread. Move the darkness one step forward on the depth track. Okay, that could have been worse. We're up to 9. So we don't get a darkness card or a growing dread. And now we must face a threat. And because there's only 2 of us, it's a high threat. So here we go. Oh, just before I draw it like that. Obviously we'll take it that rather than roll the die for the journal pages, we only need 5. So let's put that there. Well, perhaps not put it on that furnace thing. We'll just leave it there in the corner, ready to be found. Right, what is our high threat? D3 slashers and a low threat card. Damn. Right. Let's do the D3 slashers first before we draw the low threat card. We get 1 slasher. Excellent. Don't think we've seen the slashers before. There they are. They're like sort of big insect men with horrible nasty claws, but quite cool looking, aren't they? I like them. I like them a lot. Right, so we'll put him there and we'll get the low threat card. Oh, not Hungry Dead. Oh, God, we've got 2 Chill of the Graves. And we've got a corpse pile. Oh, nightmare. See, the game, it just comes back and bites you in the ass when you think you're getting somewhere. Right, P. A peril dice of Hungry Dead. 3. Whew. Lowest we could get. So we've done quite well there. So 1, 2, 3. So there. We'll just place those in a moment. First thing to do, let's get the monster cards out. Corpse pile, that's 1. Slashers. And Hungry Dead. And we need a corpse pile token. I could find one somewhere. There we are. There's a corpse pile token. This will be placed first because They don't have any initiative at all. It does say +1 initiative for each of these, but as they're a mobile, it seems a bit odd. But still, even with 2 initiative, they'll have the least. So putting the furthest away, which will be in this corner on the left as they're looking at the heroes. So that's the corpse pile there. And just move this out here so we've got some room to stand up that. So we've seen the corpse piles before. Immobile, they can't move. Any hero that's adjacent will automatically take a horror hit, and it's also a spawner. So at the end of each fight round, we roll a d6, roll a 4 or plus, we'll place 1 new Hungry Dead adjacent to the corpse pile. Right, and next up will be the Hungry Dead, initiative of 1, but that now becomes initiative of 3 because of the 2 Chill of the Grave cards. So they'll be next up. Put that there. And their ability is if you're adjacent to them, 1 horror hit, just like the corpse pile. But other than that, the main problem with them is their defense of 4, which is very high. The main reason for that, they're rotting, they're already dead. The only way that you're going to get through that defense is to hit them in the head. So I think that's why they've given them a high defense. So they're next to last in order. Let's move that across there so I can fit the slashes in. Again, we haven't seen these before, so let's have a look. It's a beast, so thankfully it doesn't get any of the Chill of the Grave stuff. Initiative is 4, so out of all the monsters it will go first, but it hasn't got high enough initiative to affect Running Bear, Arcade Gaunt, so we will go first. Abilities: Fear 2. A hero starting their activation adjacent automatically takes 2 horror hits. So if we can kill this before it gets adjacent to us, that would be very, very helpful. Chiton Plating. Critical hits only reduce a slasher's defense to 2 rather than 0. So very much like the Tiger Pylons, it's got some... Tiger Pylons had stonework, this has got Chiton Plating, so it just reduces the defense. The defense is normally 4, so rather than the reasons for the Hungry Dead, which is like you need to get a headshot, with these it's just their really strong armour plating that you've got to get past. A bit more of a classic armour class. Move 5, escape at 3+, melee is 3+, they get 2 combat dice, but each combat dice does d6. So we could do with getting rid of this guy quickly, and it's got a health of 6. Right, so that's him over there. What we'll place next is the Hungry Dead. They're the ones that come on next. So that's the corpse pile. Put him there. She can go there. He can go there. And the next one is this chap, who's actually going to go where the journal pages are. So actually I'll put the journal pages back here. Just makes sense, we've got to get through all these monsters to get to those journal pages. So that's the high threat and the low threat put out onto the board. And what we've got to do now is remember Cade. New monsters are on the board, that means Cade gets his quick draw. So he's going to attack. Two 5s, 2 hits. And what he's going to do, we really need to take this slasher down quickly, I think. Hungry Dead can only move 2, 1, 2, so they can't get up to us straight away. So I'm going to attack the slasher, and we've got to get more than 4. Both bullets going on the slasher. Oh, 4 and a 1. We're going to keep that 4 because I can put a dead eye shot on that, and I'm going to use a grit, one of his grits, to re-roll this 1. Come on. A 5, yes. Right. This 4 would be stopped by the defense of 4, but I'm going to use the 4th of Cade's dead eye shots for +2, so that's 2 damage. And there is 1 damage for the 5, so we'll put 3 wounds on him. So that's not bad from the quick draw ability to get 3. To get 3 wounds onto the slasher straight away. Excellent work there from Cade. Right, next. Holding back the darkness. There are new monsters on the board, so we've got to hold back the darkness. A 5, not good enough. Oh no! And a darkness. Oh, I've got to draw a darkness card. Come on. Something giving benefits to an enemy type that isn't on the board. Demonic speed. Yes! All demon enemies are +1 initiative and +2 move. But it doesn't matter because there are no demons. That's the sort of card we like. Well, we got away with that one. Got away with that one, folks. Right, Cade's turn again. But first, remember, roll for movement. He gets a 1, which is a wound, because it's the Tiger Plateau, but he does get that grit back. So, but he takes a wound. So that means he's on 15. He's got 15 left. Actually, just wait a minute, I forgot to put the pegs in my pegboard. Just bear with me.